Yes, Canada is very tough.
For the last 5 years, I've invested my whole life into finding out if, in fact, the early bird does get the worm. And now because of Trump, I'm out of a job. I voted myself into unemployment. Oh, God. For the last...
For a junior college and you had...
This is a message for Donald Trump on behalf of the 70 or so million Americans who voted for Kamala Harris. Prove us wrong. You knew damn well Haitians weren't eating people's pets in Ohio, but you said it anyway to scare people. You gave us a Supreme Court that came after women's rights before you even knew what IVF stood for. You insulted Kamala Harris's intelligence after she beat your ass in a debate so bad your own vice presidential candidate had to tell you, don't worry, no one cares. You tanked the border bill on purpose so you could run on anti-Hispanic racism. Your own economists will tell you that inflation has been flat for well over a year, but you blamed Biden for it anyway, and you know that only a depression would bring prices back down. You know that GDP has grown faster under Biden over the last 4 years than it ever did on your watch. You know that tariffs are going to blow up the household budget of every single middle-class family in the United States, but you lied about them anyway. And you know that it was your negligence and your mismanagement that resulted in your catastrophic loss in 2020, but you let your terrorist followers attack our capital anyway, resulting in 4 police officers getting hurt so bad they took their own lives. Well, congratulations. Just like in 2016, you're inheriting a booming economy that a Democratic president built. And just like in 2016, you're bringing a Republican House and a Republican Senate to back you up at every turn. The massive burden of running this country correctly is now in your lap. Are you going to fuck it up again? Or are you going to dare to actually prove us wrong and do something that is worth a shit? This is a message for Donald Trump on behalf of the 70...
It says the U.S.
What democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
In history, shit's fucked. And you know what else is fucked? AUKUS. And considering what Trump has done to America's closest ally in history and on earth, what do you think is going to happen to AUKUS? We only have one option, and I think this is a good one. CANZUK. Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, we need to band together, at least for the next...
A slap in the face.
Onto their skin, and it's going to make them a male. Here's your dead meat. It makes you a male. That's garbage. And Russia knows that. You're out of your stinking mind. That Russia knows that. In my lifetime, I'm under 60 barely. That I know that. That Russia knows that. You can't groom kids. You can't have kids online connected with a mentor that's going to tell them how normal.
I love you. I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you. I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. Go away. Them system. The whole damn system. No peace and stolen land. No peace and stolen land. Live like mad. Donald Trump, go away. Donald Trump, go away. Donald Trump, you fascist clown.
Video.
Are you more worried about Donald Trump's second term than you were about the first? Equally worried?
I was almost optimistic the first time. I did not vote for him, but I was like, maybe. But the second time around, I cried when I saw the election results. I was in disbelief that we're in such a country that's built in such hate that we want to oppress people. I'm a registered nurse. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I work in the ER, and we have a lot of decisions being made about our bodies that are kind of outside of our control. I think that we're going in a bad direction. I'm terrified of how this term is going to go. I have my nursing license to maintain, but I've even looked into moving out of country because I don't want to be here anymore. This is a scary place to be.
If you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave. But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. To stop dying.
Would you continue to give Ukraine money and weapons if you're elected?
If I'm president, I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours. And within 24 hours, that war will be settled. It'll be over. It'll be absolutely
Do you
over.
want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people.
Can I just follow up on that because that's a really important
Excuse me,
statement
let me
that
just
you just
follow
made
up.
there. Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying.
Would you continue? Do you have a gun?
I have a license to have a gun. Yes, I do.
Do you own one?
Yes, I do.
Do you use it? Gun range?
It's none of your business. It's really none of your business. I have a license to have a gun.
Gun control?
What are you talking about?
Or a
You asked me
stronger
if I have a
background-
gun.
stronger
yes, I have a
background
gun.
checks.
Excuse me. Yes, I have a gun. And yes, I have a permit to have a gun.
Stronger background checks? What about that?
I
Is
would-
there
I-
any
I
steps
would
that you
look
would
into
take
it, but
to make it harder to get a gun in this
The
country?
problem is, once you get into that, you start getting into a situation, the slippery slope, where all of a sudden you're going to really violate the Second Amendment. I don't want to do anything to violate the Second Amendment. To me, the Second Amendment is